Hi guys, we're gonna cover in this lesson the dominant 7 shapes that have the root note on the E string, on the 6th string. So there are a few shapes that are used in gypsy jazz commonly, but let's start with this bar shape, which we've learned this bar shape for a major chord. Now this is an A major. If you remember, we spoke about the E major, which you're using these fingers for, and then if you move that up the fret and come, for example, to the 5th fret, which is an A, you get an A major. Or the 3rd fret, which is a G, you get a G major, etc. Now, to get a dominant 7 chord from this major is very easy. You just lift the 4th finger. So you just remove the 4th finger and you're getting this G, which is the 7th in the dominant 7 chord, because the A dominant 7 chord consists of A, C sharp, E and G, which is the 7th. Okay, so from the major chord you just lift the 4th finger and you've got your dominant 7 chord. Now the shapes that are used in gypsy jazz, there are a few. One of the very common ones is this one. So the first finger again on the 5th fret of the E string, and it's muting the 5th string, and then here you have this shape. So you have the 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the D string, 4th finger on the 6th fret of the G string, and 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the B string, and here your 1st finger. That's one option. The other one is, instead of these fingers, you're using these 3. But the root note you're playing with your thumb. So the thumb is also muting the 5th string here. Now depending on what kind of a hand you've got, this might be easy for you, or this might be easier. So try both options and see what suits you, what feels more comfortable. This will take some time for you to get used to it. Another option where you have a fuller chord is this one. So if we're playing this option with the thumb, you add your 4th finger here on the 7th fret of the 5th string, and you get, so this is a really nice option. You get this full-bodied chord played on 5 strings. Okay, so these are these 3. Now another one which is very commonly used is this one, which is very nice for rhythm playing, because you're playing on the bottom 4 strings. So here again on the 5th fret, because we are in A, you have the 2nd finger, 1st finger on the 4th fret of the A string of the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and the 4th finger on the 6th fret of the G string. So you have, okay. Again, these 2 fingers can be a little bit flatter, and so you get this shorter sound. They don't have to be hitting exactly with the tips, but a little bit flat. In general, for all of these chords, you don't want to hold them like this, right from the top, but kind of from the side. Okay, so these are the dominant chords. So you have this bar dominant chord. Then you have, what did we put first? This one with the first finger, then this one, or this one where you add the fourth finger, and this one also, just on the four strings. Okay, so all of this, again, you can move up and down the fret and play different chords like the B or the C or the D or the G, etc. So take your time with these chords. We're getting into now some typical gypsy jazz chords, and they're quite different from the ones that are used you know, in pop and rock music. So take your time with getting used to these shapes and getting your fingers accustomed to falling where they should fall. Thank you very much, guys, for your attention. Please do subscribe and hit the bell, like and comment. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Ciao.